السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء. تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم، كما قال عز شأنه: كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: ومن يشاقق الرسول من بعد ما تبين له الهدى ويتبع غير سبيل المؤمنين نوله ما تولى ونصله جهنم وساءت مصيرا. الصلوات. Our topic is the noble manners, noble akhlaq, in the light of dua of Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam. Dua makarim al-akhlaq, the supplication of noble manners. And we reach, as you remember that every week we discuss just one sentence of this noble dua, amazing dua. So today, the next sentence, and the sentences contain of just two words, just like last week we discussed that after asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us among the pious and righteous people, muttaqin and salihin, then he mentions 19 qualities of those salihin and muttaqin. After mentioning those qualities, he concludes this paragraph with 4 short sentences. Each sentence contains 2 words. وَأَكْمِلْ لِي ذَلِكَ. Allah, all those traits that I'm asking you, all those qualities that I'm asking you, let me you, وَأَكْمِلْ, oh Allah, you complete and you make perfect all these qualities بِدَوَامِ الطَّاعَةِ. 2 words, بِدَوَامِ الطَّاعَةِ, through lasting obedience, continuous obedience. It's not broken obedience. Don't say, okay, yeah, I offer my salat, and sometimes in the morning, sometimes when I get chance, in the maghrib, whenever I get chance, I read. No. Dawam al-ta'ah, continuous. I say thank you to Allah whenever I get a chance. No. All the times you should be in the state of thankfulness and gratefulness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So remember what we discussed last week. To continue that, the Imam says, وَأَكْمِلْ ذَلِكَ لِي بِالدَّوَامِ الطَّاعَةِ وَاللُّزُومِ الْجَمَاعَةِ. This is what we are going to discuss today. وَلُزُومِ الْجَمَاعَةِ. As I said, you can just memorize it every time. It's just 2 words in a week. It's not a big deal. وَلُزُومِ الْجَمَاعَةِ. Luzum, to hold fast. Al-Jama'ah, congregation, community. To remain with the community, not to get separated from the community. Don't do anything by yourself which causes any kind of dispute or conflict in the community. Let the community be united. Work together. Learn to work as a team, not just alone. I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. If you do it together, anything you do together, it has more effect, of course. And Islam has emphasized so much on jama'ah, community, congregation, togetherness. And that's why you are here. You could offer your salat at home, but jama'ah, you, of course, you are spending your time, your energy, and you're coming here for what? Jama'ah. And you do the intention of jama'ah. And you get the thawab multiple more. How much? Allah knows. Especially when the people are more than 10. So luzum al-jama'ah. Jama'ah is not just here in jama'at salat. Jama'ah overall. And that's why all the ibadat in Islam are emphasized to be performed in jama'ah, together. Even Hajj. You see, Hajj, the togetherness in Hajj. It gives not just worldly benefits to you and the people who are with you, but also reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Imam, after asking all those good qualities of muttaqeen, he says, oh Allah, let me have these qualities, not to lose them. How? With continuous obedience to you. Immediately he says, this is not enough. That you be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only and you say, okay, I do whatever I have to do for Allah. You do whatever you have to do for people as well. Huququl Allah, huququl ibad. So he mentioned both of them together, kind of in one sentence, although they are 2 separate sentences. But luzum al-jama'ah, in 2 words, Imam has given us a great message, a very important message of unity and teamwork everywhere. Luzum al-jama'ah. There are so many ayat in Quran about it. This is the practice of Islamic, creed and Islamic faith. وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولِ. This is Surah Nisa, ayat number 115. وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى. Whoever opposes the Prophet after the guidance has been clear for him. He knows everything. He knows that he is the Prophet, and still he is not listening to him. He opposes the Prophet. وَيَتَّبِعْ. See here. وَيَتَّبِعْ غَيْرَ سَبِيلِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. It follows the path which is not the path of mu'minin. نُوَلِّهِ مَا تَوَلَّى. We'll give him whatever he wants. Don't think that if he gets separated from jama'ah, from the community, he is doing things alone by himself, without the community, making rift in the community, grouping in the community, he will get what he wants. Allah says, نُوَلِّهِ مَا تَوَلَّى. We'll give him what he wants in this world. But in the hereafter, وَنُصْلِهِ جَهَنَّمْ. The worst punishment is Jahannam in the day of judgment. وَسَاءَتْ مَصِيرًا. This is the worst destination for him. Then we see, actually, in this sentence, Imam is emphasizing on the unity within the community. So if you are a muttaqi and you have all those 19 good deeds, good qualities, good attributes, but you have a problem. You cannot work with people. You cannot sit with them. You cannot, have the sense of unity and community. You don't care about the community. You want to remain just alone by yourself. So all those 19 traits, you will lose them. Imam says, oh Allah, make all those qualities that I'm asking you as to be among muttaqin and salihin, complete them with these, with continuous obedience to you and with remaining with the community, among the community, with the people. وَاعْتَصَمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. What is this? Hold fast the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Don't get divided. So division or making division is not acceptable in Islam. Allah does not accept that. Imam in this dua, actually, as you know, the dua is teaching. Dua is dars. Dua is actually lessons that Imam is giving. Apparently he is asking Allah, oh Allah, give me this, give me this, give me this. But whatever he is asking, he is not asking dunya only. He is asking dunya and akhirah both. He is asking everything which is good for us in this world and hereafter. So, be obedient to Allah. While being obedient to Allah, be attached to the community. If you are not attached to the community, see the philosophy of the community in Islam. I think if you look to any act which is mustahab or wajib, you will feel that how Islam has emphasized on remaining together, helping each other, being part of one another. Consider yourself part of a community. Somebody is died. So all the steps of his funeral gives us those lessons. I'll give you one of them. You find some people are writing something, their names, on a piece of cloth. What is this? This is called shahadat nama. What is shahadat nama? Means you are witnessing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, I witnessed this guy, this person, this mayyit, this mu'min, this mu'mina was a believer, was a mu'min, was a mu'mina. I witness. Who you are to witness in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He now left this world. He went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah knows about him every single thing. Every single second of his life, Allah knows about it. So while you are coming to be witness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he is a mu'min, and 40 people, there's hadith that if 40 people witness that yes, this person is a mu'min, a believer, Allah says, I am not going to reject 40 mu'mineen's testimony. I will accept it. Okay, fine, whatever he is, to me, I know about him. But you said 40 mu'mineen said, it means he is a person who remained within the community and he has 40 people to witness. So this is the reward for him, first reward that Allah is going to forgive him immediately. See, this is the benefit of being part of the community. And I have seen people who've been in this in the city, for example, let's say in any city, for years and years, for decades. But when they died, Nobody showed up in his janazah. Because why? Because people don't know him. People don't know him. Why? Why don't know him? Because he didn't come to the community. He didn't come to the Salat, to Majlis. He was not part of the community. When you are not part of the community, what happens? This happens. But if you are part of the community, you are getting the benefit of being together, helping each other, knowing about one another, so many benefits of being part of a society. Plus, when you leave this world, you're getting the benefit in hereafter as well, maybe more. وَأَتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. This is the emphasis of togetherness. See, not necessarily that you may like everything in a community for example, in a center, in a community. You might like something, you might dislike something. It is good to be vocal and come and talk to the people who are in the center and give them good advice, and they should be open for receiving good advice, not just receiving good advice. And as we have the proverb in Urdu that hear from this air and take it out from the other air, right? No, means accept it, and if it is something doable, do it, practice it. Accept the advices of people, let them speak, let them come to you, let them be comfortable to you if you are running a center. And when you are coming in a center, a part of the community, be together. You might have some idea, you might have something to do by yourself, try to do it together. And if you see something that you like, but it is not happening, it is okay. Unless, of course, this is something which is going to be very much harmful for the entire community, then there is another stance for that, of course. But overall, on little things, you start fighting, little things, very small. You waste your time, waste the time of the community, and you don't care about the huquq and rights and akhlaq and all those things that Allah and Rasul and Ahl Bayt have emphasized. It's not a good idea. To be with what? Luzum al-jama'ah. Stay with the community. وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Don't get divided. There are so many ahadith I can read for you as the time will permit. So many, I will read few of them. This is from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. أيها الناس عليكم بالجماعة وإياكم والفرقة. See, when you hear the ayat in Arabic, when you hear the hadith in Arabic, there are certain words that being all the time repeated. If you memorize them, it will be beneficial for you. You can understand the ahadith, you can understand little bit at least. So alaykum means it is upon you, means it is wajib for you. When the word alaykum comes, means it is wajib for you. Iyakum, beware, be away from something. Iyakum, iyaka, alayka. So the hadith says alaykum bil jama'ah. It is incumbent upon you to remain with the community, be part of the community. Alaykum bil jama'ah. Wa iyyakum wal furqah. Beware, keep away from dispute, from divisions. This is what Rasulullah has said. There is a hadith from him, it's very strong. It says, من خرج من الجماعة قيد شبر فقد خلع رقبة الإسلام من عنقه. Whoever gets away from kharaja, who gets out of the community, he said, I'm no more with the community. I have so many stories. If I start telling you those stories, really they are lessons for us. People, apparently they might be good people, they died, but for some reason they did not like the community. They said, I'm not going to be part of the community anymore. Their children were not letting us to offer Salat al-Mayyit on them. How many stories? They said, no, I'm not going to let you offer this Salat. It is wajib. We don't care. He was not this what you are thinking. So, why? Because he said, no, I'm not no more. Before, he was involved. Afterward, he said, no. Because I don't like the community, so I am no more with the community. What will happen? Man kharaja min al-jama'ah, who gets out of the community. Qaida shibrin, just one span of hand, one span, this much. Shibr, balished, one hand span. This much somebody gets away from the jama'ah, from the community, فَقَدْ خَلْعَ رَقَبَةَ الْإِسْلَامِ مِنْ عُنُقِهِ. He has taken out Islam from his body, from his self, which means he actually has getting out of Islam, not from the community. Very strong hadith. So many more hadith. But here, a question arises. If this is so important, many times the community is wrong. Don't say, oh, the entire community is wrong. Yes, many times the entire community may be wrong. But you should know, not because of yourself. Take yourself out, and based on Quran and Sunnah of Rasulullah, you have to then check if the community is a majority of people are wrong. Yes, can be. Then how then we can reconcile these two ideas? Being with the community, don't get out of the community, and then majority of the people are wrong, and I'm with minority of people. Yes, it is possible. Why? Because the same question was asked to Rasulullah. سئل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن جماعة أمته. People ask him, Ya Rasulullah, you are emphasizing so much on jama'at, community, ummat, nation. What is nation? What is your community? How can you describe it, Ya Rasulullah? Can you? He said, yes. فقال جماعة أمتي أهل الحق وإن قلوا. The jama'at, when I say stay with jama'at, I'm saying stay with the people of haq, who are on right path. Stay with them, even if they are small in number. وإن قلوا, even if they are in minority. Why? Because Quran is saying أكثرهم لا يعقلون أكثرهم لا يشكرون وقليل من عبادي الشكور. So of course, majority is not the criterion for someone to be on right. Then somebody asked Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, you saying even if they are little in number? Said, yes. See where is haqq. Go with haqq. So somebody said then, even if they are very little, he said, my community, Rasulullah said, man kana ala al-haq wa in kanu ashra. My people, my community, my nation is the people who are on right path, on haqq. Walau ashra, even if they are just 10 in number, 10 people. So it apparently become now tough, and of course the time is over, but easy. Quran is always easy. Yassanna al-Quran lil-dhikr. We have made Quran easy to understand. So on one side, on one hand, Islam is emphasizing on remaining with the community. On the other hand, majority of the community, we see the nation, the Muslims are not on haqq. So Quran says is easy for you. Let me make it easy for you to recognize haqq and recognize which people are right. How? Ya Allah, tell us in Quran. We want Quran because people ask us from Quran. Yes, it is in Quran. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullah wa kunu ma'as sadiqeen. O people, be with sadiqeen. Be with truthful people. Truthful people? Everybody is claiming that I am with truthful people. The issue was not solved yet. It is not resolved because everybody is saying I am with truthful people. No. The answer is no. I am saying sadiqeen, so ask me who are sadiqeen. I will show you in Mubahila who are sadiqeen. Only these 5 people were the people who Allah called them sadiqeen and allowed them to come to Mubahila. Which means Allah introduced the sadiqeen first. See them, these people, these 5, not 6, not 7, these 6, these 5. Be with them, remain with them. When you are with them, it means you are with Jama'ah. You are with nation, you are with the community. And this is what Janab Fatima Salamullah alayha has said. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made our obedience wajib on you. وَطَاعَتَنَا نِظَامًا لِلْمِلَّةِ. He made our ita'at, our obedience to you, O Muslims. He made our obedience wajib on you. See, لُزُومِ الطَّاعَةِ, what Imam said, لُزُومِ الطَّاعَةِ. And she is referring to this لُزُومِ الطَّاعَةِ, means obedience to us is obedience to Rasulullah. Rasulullah's obedience is obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah made it wajib on you to obey us. Why? To keep the system and discipline in the community and in the nation. In ummah. The ummah to be disciplined and the ummah to be united with how? Obeying us. Wa imamatana, not just ta'atana, imamatana amanan min al-furqa, to keep you away from divisions, to keep you united, to keep you one nation with our imamat, leadership. And we see today the world, see where the leadership is really good leadership, pious leadership, and people are with that leadership, you see the difference from the other leaderships who are just for themselves. They are leaders for themselves. They are not leaders for people. They are not leaders for the nation. Rather, they are leaders, and the purpose of the leadership is themselves, their own agenda, their own interest, their own benefits. But the leadership, it comes from Allah, the Ma'asumeen, then those that have been appointed by them, or the criteria that's set by them, and we apply on that leadership and we accept it, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, will give us the benefits of that unity, togetherness, with good leadership, in this world and hereafter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us together, keep our unity, give us the sense of togetherness, sense of true unity on righteousness, on goodness, insha'Allah. And may Allah remove the afflictions of all mu'mineen around the world.